Part 2 of Pythagorean Theorem, finding sides A and B. Let's talk about verifying if it's a right triangle. Pythagorean Theorem can be used to verify if a triangle is a right triangle. If a triangle is a right triangle, the sum of the legs squared will equal the hypotenuse squared. For example, the Pythagorean theorem states a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I would say here's my right triangle. So I'm going to add 33 squared plus 56 squared, and that should equal 65 squared. So if I evaluate, 33 squared is 1089, plus 56 squared is 3136, and 65 squared is 4225. When I add these together, 1089 plus 3136, I get 4225, which does equal 4225. So yes, this is a right triangle. In the second example, remember to write down your formula, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Here's your right angle, so I'm going to add the sum, the squared, I'm going to add the sum of the legs squared, which is 11.2 squared plus 6.6 squared equals 11.9 squared. 11.2 squared is 125.44 plus 6.6 squared, which is 43.56 equals 11.9 squared, which is 141.61. When I add the legs together, I get 169, which does not equal 141.61. So no, this is not a right triangle. Try the following problems. Pause the video, try the following problems, and then check your answers. Check your answers with the problems written below. Pythagorean theorem can be used to solve any of the missing sides of a right triangle. This example illustrates how to solve for the missing side when the hypotenuse is known. First, you want to substitute the known values. For a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Remember, the legs are a and b, the hypotenuse is c. So a squared would be 5 squared plus b squared, which is unknown, equals 13 squared, or c squared. Square the values, so you get 25 plus b squared equals 13 squared, which is 169. Step 3, isolate the variable by subtracting from both sides of the equation. For example, I'm going to subtract 25 just as if I'm solving an equation. The remainder is b squared equals 144. And as we talked about in the previous video when finding c, you want to take the square root of both sides because the square root and the power cancel, leaving you with just b. Square root of 144 is 12. So your solution would be 12 inches. Let's try a second example. We need A, we have B, and we have C. Step 1, write your formula down. Step 2, plug in the information that you have. Step 3, evaluate the exponents. Step 4, isolate the variable. Remember, what you do to one side, you must do on the other. Step 5, square root both sides to get the length of A. So A equals 5 inches.